NBC Sports and Cable Channel 2 proudly present Cambridge High School Boys Basketball. Cambridge High School Boys Basketball on Channel 2 is presented by IGA, Cambridge Savings Bank, Southeastern Ohio Regional Medical Center, Coles Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Scott Bennett Real Estate, Bundy Law Funeral Home, and Cambridge Physical Therapy Center. Now let's go to the game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cambridge High School. Time for another exciting evening of Cambridge High School Bobcat basketball. Tonight, the Cambridge boys taking on the Indian Valley Braves. Bill Kogel, the Braves come in here. This is our first home ECOL game. They come in here at 2-1, but they took it on the chin up at Dover the other week.
Yeah, they got it pretty hard. Coach told you before the game that it's pretty much like us up at New Philly. They had a lot of good looks, but nothing fell, and just a tough game for them all the way around. But then again, they were playing Dover, and it's always going to be a tough game.
Now the Braves, they try to do a lot of things with their quickness, don't they, Bill?
Yeah, they very quick, very athletic team. Try to get out and run the ball as much as they possibly can, and we'll probably see them start out in the zone defense so they can, create a little havoc on the perimeter and try to get out and guard our quicker guys. So it's going to be kind of a fun game to watch to start off with here.
Now the Bobcats again will be without Brian Gunyon tonight, the one of our starting guards. Again, still some problems with the concussion. Yeah, we're looking to get him back maybe next game. Yeah,
Gunny really took one. He and Ryan Capuri had a little collision. If you take a look at Ryan's eye, you can see the result of it. It was a tough thing. He had a little sickness after that from the concussion. I just talked to him before the game here. He says he's feeling really good, but obviously they're going to keep him out for one more.
Bobcats coming into this game pretty healthy, and Coach Ford has to be real happy with the effort they had against Riverview the other night.
Bill, quite possibly one of the best team efforts I've seen from the Bobcats yet. It was an absolute team game, and they just looked good all the way around. Good inside, good outside game, great defense. Just a fun game to watch.
And some quality work on the offensive glass as well.
Yeah, I think they had I think 50% or 40% of the rebounds were offensive rebounds. That's a lot of lookbacks. You get that kind of opportunities, I'd say it's going to make you a good game.
All right, we open our ECOL season at home tonight. It's Cambridge and Indian Valley. We'll be back with more right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. We're pregame with Coach Gene Ford. Coach Ford, big win for your team the other night against Riverview. Got Indian Valley coming in here tonight. Felt pretty good to get that win against the Black Bears, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I think, Bill, we're doing some more things right, and that's what we need to do is continue to improve. And tonight will be another one of those processes that hopefully we can have guys, get a little more comfortable in their role and, execute and do the things that we need to do to build for the tournament.
Great job by your team defensively and on the offensive boards.
Well, yeah, we had a good night there, and if you can have that night in and night out, you're real happy as a coach. But every night's a new game, and see what tonight brings.
Injury situation, Brian Gunyon won't go again tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Doc Davis is going to release him yet, but I think he's okay. It's just precaution, and we'd rather be safe than sorry, obviously.
And what can you tell us about Indian Valley now?
Well, Indian Valley's got quickness, not a lot of size, but they're going to try to make us guard them east and west, and obviously probably pressure a lot, try to fast break a lot. So we're going to have to try to dominate on the inside, and very similar to Tuesday night.
Well, Coach, what are you going to look for to do tonight against the Braves?
Well, I hope that we continue to play defense, that we rebound well, and that, we continue to move the ball offensively, get some good looks inside, get some penetration and some passes for some good baskets, and we can do that. I think we'll be happy.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach Ford. We'll be back with more from Cambridge High School right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. Bill Castler and Bill Kogel with you here. Cambridge and Indian Valley tonight. Bill Kogel, I'll tell you what, talking with Coach Doak pregame, he's real worried about what the Bobcats can do on the glass to his team tonight.
Yeah, they're not very big, Bill, and, it's got to be a concern for him, especially if he had any film or got to watch or scout at all the Cambridge game the other night, because They did an absolutely fantastic job of getting to the boards on both ends, but in particular on the offensive side. So I'm sure that's a big concern for them.
Talking with Coach Ford pregame, he was looking for a little bit of pressing and maybe some man-on-man. He may be surprised by this zone defense that Coach Doak is going to throw at him.
Yeah, and that's probably why he's doing it. It's going to shake up things that he normally doesn't do. Coming in here against a pretty good Bobcat basketball team that probably going to outman them a little bit and athleticism them as well. And they're just not. They're not going to have, I don't think, the athletes to match up with the Bobcats. So, he's just smart thing for him to do is just to switch things up a little bit, maybe throw a wrench into the works to start with.
They were got our game ball presentation here, Bill Kogel, and who's tonight's presenter?
Well, tonight's game ball was presented by Ideal Sportswear, and none other but Santa Claus himself, the man who brought the ball out.
The presenter is obvious. I should have known all along. Thanks to the big man up at the pole, and thanks to our game ball sponsor, Ideal Sportswear as well. This program, a great program. We talk about it every week. Still keeps the varsity, the JV, the freshmen, the 8th and 7th grade supplied with fresh basketballs.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's all a kid needs is a ball and a hoop.
That's right. And to have some decent balls to work with, it just adds to the program a little bit.
All right, we are just about ready here for the introduction of the starting lineups here at Cambridge High School.
Yeah, I think, Bill, while we're waiting for that, kind of an interesting point here might be, look, we got to wait and see how the Bobcats start this game. They're coming off a pretty good win where they had things pretty much their way. They're going to need a good start here tonight. Indian Valley's not going to lay down and let them just play. So it'll be kind of important, I think, for the Bobcats to get out here and really start things off well and maybe build up a little bit of a lead right off the bat. The JVs did a good job of that tonight. They ended up winning 58-37, but they gradually just kept increasing the score, and they ended up getting doubling the score throughout the game.
I think it's going to be tough tonight for, here's the ECOL Unity cheer.
Yeah, this is something that the cheerleaders do every year, or every game. Yeah, Bill, it's something that started a couple years ago with the cheerleaders. They when there's an ECOL game, cheerleading squads get together and they do this cheer that they've worked out just to show unity between the schools in the league, and I think it's a good thing.
Bobcat cheerleaders judge the best in the ECOL.
That's right.
And there we go. PA announcer J.P. Feltner getting ready for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. Here we go. Starting lineups for the Braves tonight. Got them right on the screen there. Number 3, Justin Carlisle, point guard, averaging 16 points a game. He's the big point man for the Braves. Averaged about 14 last year. Number 10, Derek Cummings. Number 20, Andrew Smith. Number 30, Marcus Emler. And the last player on the floor, number 32, Shane Bowe, the center for the Braves. They come in at 2-1, Bill Kogel. Couple wins over Ridgewood and Danville, and a big loss to Dover.
Yeah, they're always have been a decent basketball school. And it's just a lot of fun.
Here we go. Time for the introduction of the starting lineup for the Bobcats.
No place like it.
It defines home court advantage, I'll tell you that right
sure
now.
Does.
This place is a pit. If you're not from here.
Yeah.
Patrick Byrne, the sophomore, starting tonight at guard, number 4.
Pat played a nice game last week.
Evan McCartney standing in for Brian Gunyon. Once again, Evan does a fine job handling the basketball. We'll see a lot of him tonight. Levi Larison, big number 33, 6'5", senior, had a great night against Riverview the other night.
Yeah, Brandon's looked good since he's come back and averaging almost 10 points a game. So,
big junior center, number 34, Tyler Felt. He had a big night as well.
Yeah, that's for sure. Excuse me, I said Levi's 10 points a game. It's actually 14.5, and Tyler's just done over 13 points a game, and of course, Brandon Todd, 16.5 points a game. So right there's most of the scoring for the Bobcats.
3 returning lettermen, a lot of experience out there on the floor. All right, that's the starting lineups. We'll take a quick break. Back with the tip-off right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. Got some highlights from the big win over Riverview here the other night. Oh, here it is. This is fantastic.
Great alley-oop pass, and Tyler Felt taking a pass from Evan McCartney. And we've said all through the game last week that it was fun watching Evan play because you never know where that ball's coming from. And there's an excellent example of some nice passing.
Oh, here we go. Watch this pass by Evan McCartney here. This is fantastic.
Yeah, no look. Right there to Patrick Byrne. Pat, nice open lane. Right into the hoop. So
we're ready to tip now here. Here we go. Tyler Felt against number 32, Shane Bowe. Braves win the tip, and they go right into that motion offense. Derek Cummings, number 10, with the basketball. That's over to Bowe. Down inside, Braves run a lot of motion. Emler with the shot from the outside, no good. Rebound, Pat Byrne. Here come the Bobcats. Down in the corner, Larison driving the baseline, spinning off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for. Felt comes up with it. First offensive board of the night for the Cats. Byrne driving down the lane. It's good.
Well, there you go. Just one thing that Coach Doak was worried about. Bobcats doing a good job on the offensive boards, getting that second opportunity, and Pat Byrne doing a nice job of breaking to the hole.
With the basketball now for Indian Valley, number 30, Marcus Emler. Back out to Justin Carlisle, the point guard, the leading scorer for the Braves. Kicks it outside, number 20, Smith. And it goes off his leg out of bounds. Would be Bobcat basketball.
Yeah, good defensive pressure that time. Bobcats in a man-to-man and just were able to cause enough pressure that they caught the mishandle from Indian Valley.
Brandon Todd with the basketball, top of the key. McCartney, skip pass, Byrne now. Back to Brandon Todd. Bobcats working their offense early here.
Yeah, they're going to spread it out now, try to make that zone move.
Three-pointer by Todd is no good. Nice job by the Braves to block out, but Felt comes up with the ball, gets it back out to McCartney. Another offensive board, and that's going to be real big if Cambridge can do that all night. Byrne now down to the baseline, kicks it back out to Todd. Brandon, top of the key, sets the offense again. Pat Byrne, nice pass. Felt misses the little layup off the glass. Boy, I thought he had it, Bill.
Yeah, it was a nice move inside there. Just a little bit too hard off the glass, and the ball came back off the rim.
Now Smith. Over to number 10, Derek Cummings for Indian Valley. Carlisle, a shot from the top of the key, hard off the back of the rim, no good. Here comes Pat Byrne for Cambridge. Pat, right down the middle of the lane. He gets cut off now. Holds his dribble, though. Nice job by the sophomore.
Good job of ball handling there by Pat. Get control of himself.
McCartney now. Felt. Long shot by Byrne. It's a three if it's good. No good off the front of the rim. Here comes Carlisle for Indian Valley. He's going to pull up, take the 10-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound fought for. Larison can't come up with it. And it's Indian Valley basketball.
Well, two Bobcats go up for the ball that time, kind of fighting over it. They weren't able to control it, so out of bounds to Indian Valley.
5:49 left in the first. 2-0 Cambridge. Carlisle now. Kicks it back out top. That's Smith. Back to Carlisle. Justin Carlisle. Got Brandon Todd on him. That's going to be a tough matchup for him tonight. Number 32, Shane Bowe. Back out to Carlisle now. Driving in the lane. Kicks it back out to Smith. Smith over to Emler. Emler now around the top of the circle to Bowe. Brandon Todd picks his pocket. Driving, shooting, and scoring. Brandon Todd. Bobcats lead 4-0.
Good anticipation that time by Brandon, stepping in there and taking the ball away. Had a nice look all the way down the floor.
Carlisle now for the Braves. Back up with 20, Andrew Smith. Smith to Bowe. Bowe kicks it over to Emler. Emler with a little 10-footer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Todd and Larison fight over it. They finally decide they're on the same team, and Larison kicks it over to Byrne.
Yeah, Levi kind of said, this is my job.
McCartney now quickly into Felt. He'll take a little 8-footer, no good. Rebound, fought for. Byrne tries to kick it back out. That's picked up by Derek Cummings for the Braves. Here comes Indian Valley. Carlisle driving, shooting down the middle of the lane. Can't get the roll. Rebound fought for. Carlisle gets his hands on it. Larison dives out of bounds, gets it to Burns. Pat now. Down the middle of the lane, shooting. Can't quite get it up on the glass.
Yeah, Pat just got a little bit too far under that time. Probably should have just backed it out, but he had a little bit of the lane, made a nice step through move, but just couldn't get the ball up past the hoop.
So back out to Carlisle, and he sets the Indian Valley offense, and Brandon Todd will foul Justin Carlisle, his first, team's first.
Yeah, they're going to get Brandon for the reach there. Just really had pretty good defensive position, but he reaches in with the arm and pretty much going to get that call about every time.
4:14 left in the first, 4-0 Cambridge. Carlisle with the basketball for Indian Valley. Picked by Cummings. Now McCartney picks up Carlisle. Long shot by Cummings off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Cambridge. It's been one shot and you're done by the Braves. Good job by Cambridge on the glass. McCartney lobs it down to Larison on the baseline. Spins back into the basket. Nice move by Levi Larison.
Sweet move. He just faked like he was going to turn to his left and go into the lane, but just stepped back to the right. Nice little drop step. Good move by Levi Larison. Good pass to entry pass.
Carlisle now being harassed by Todd. Gets the ball over to Bowe, to Cummings, to Smith. I'm sorry, that's number 30, Emler, and Emler shuffles the feet. It'll be Cambridge ball. They've got a 6-0 lead with 3:28 left in a very fast-moving first quarter.
A couple of substitutions coming in for the Braves already. Number 21, Mark Dean, and number 12, Dallas Winrod.
Mark Dean, noted for his work on the on the glass. He's a rebounder at 5'11". They count on him to do work down inside.
Got a little strength. You can tell he's been in the weight room some.
McCartney with the basketball for the Bobcats. Long shot by Todd. Off the front of the rim, no good. Poked around. It'll be Cambridge basketball. Boy, I'll tell you something right now. Tyler Felt had great position and almost corralled that on the way down.
Yeah, Tyler I think just missed time to jump just a tad, but the ball kind of took a funny bounce too. So
McCartney now lobs it to Larison. Levi holds on to it. McCartney will shoot the three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Pat Byrne can't come up with it. Carlisle comes up with it. The Braves, he falls down, drops out of bounds. It'll be Cambridge ball.
That's 4 turnovers this early part of the game so far for Indian Valley. That's not something Coach Doak wanted to see, I'm sure.
Bobcats with their pressure defense creating some opportunities. Lob inside Felt.
Oh, nice entry pass by Pat Byrne. Good control by Tyler Felt to grab the ball and put it up in the hoop.
8-0 Cambridge. Here comes Carlisle for the Braves. To Emler. Back over to number 12, Winrod now. Knocked away by Todd. Winrod comes up with it. Todd and Winrod fight over the ball. Brandon wins the race. Nice pass down into Larison. Can't get it done, but he's going to be fouled by Cummings, who's upset with the call.
Yeah, okay, great pass that time of Brandon. Great job on the defensive end again to get control of or to steal the pass and then get control of it. He really did a good job of hustling after that thing and then making a nice pass. Too bad Levi couldn't finish it up.
Got a replay on that one. I'll tell you, watch this pass.
Just shoves it right in there past the defender, and as he goes up, you can see the foul there as he goes up. Levi just not able to control the ball. A lot of times, he's going to make that basket. He's strong enough to do that.
Boy, if you're Coach Doak, what do you tell your Braves on the sidelines? I mean, they rely on their quickness so much, and they're probably against a team that's not only bigger, but is quicker than they are.
Obviously, he's going to tell them that they need to take better care of the basketball. They're not really getting that bad of looks if they just slow down and run their offense. He told you before the game that he likes to get out and run a little bit, try to get up and down the floor, but I think we've already seen that. I don't think that's going to be a successful strategy for them. They're going to have to slow the pace down maybe a little bit and actually run their offense as much as they possibly can and try to get some good looks, but they're definitely going to have to take better care of the ball. 5 turnovers with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Not a good statistic.
8-0 Cambridge, and Levi Larison at the line trying to add to that lead with 2:36 left in the first quarter. Levi takes his time. The senior puts it up, and the first one's good. 9-0 Cambridge.
Levi got a nice touch. We saw that a couple years ago as a sophomore when he really started to progress and better himself as a basketball player. He's really come a long way in the 2 years.
Nice rotation by Levi on that shot. 10-0 Cambridge. Long shot from the corner by Winrod, no good. Rebound, Bobcats. Boy, I'll tell you something right now. Haven't seen any second chances for the Braves.
No, they have none so far. And it was a great rebound that time by...
The lob. Larison can't control it. Let's see. We've got a foul. Looks like on...
It's on 21 there.
That's Mark Dean, and they do count a lot on the 5'11 Dean for rebounding, but boy, he's going to have a tough time matching up with Levi Larison underneath there at 6'5".
You know, a lot of rebounding, Bill, is just being smart, knowing where the ball's going to come when you see it come off the rim, and that's probably, we just see a good example of it right there.
A smart tall guy will beat a smart short guy every time, Bill. I know this from experience. Being 5'8" all my life, I can tell you that. All right, here comes Pat Byrne for the Bobcats. Byrne in the corner, Larison driving on the baseline, a little finger roll in. Wow.
Nice move, pretty move. Just took the baseline and had a nice little step around move and was able to walk right into the bucket.
Cummings now with the basketball for the Braves. They're trying to get on the board. They're down 12-0. Long shot by Emler. It's good. And the Braves score. They're going to give him a 3-point field goal on that one. 1:32 left in the first. 12-3 Bobcats.
That's a good start for the Indian Valley Braves. A big 3 bucket.
Pass inside. Nice job by Emler to knock it away from Felt. Here comes Indian Valley.
Yeah, good defense that time.
Carlisle now. Braves showing a little bit more patience. That ball's knocked away. And number 21, that's Mark Dean, picks it up, but he fumbles it out of bounds. It'll be Cambridge ball.
Credit Tyler Felt with that one. Tyler got down on the floor and was able to poke the ball, and when the Indian Valley Braves tried to grab it back, he just squirted right out of his hands and out of bounds. So Tyler doing a good job of staying with it.
Inside Todd now tries to shovel the pass into Brandon Durbin, who's in the game. Couldn't get it there, but he was fouled in the process.
Yeah, Dean is going to get his second call rather quickly here. You just see him here. He just kind of backs right underneath there and ends up just taking the legs right out from underneath Levi.
And with that, they're going to put number 44, John McAdam, in. A little bit bigger man. Brandon Todd with the try for 3, no good rebound. Larison around the rim and good.
Nice put back by Levi.
14-3 Bobcats. Here comes Carlisle to Emler.
Levi has 8 points now.
Brandon Todd with the basketball. Up and off the glass and in. Right over Mr. Emler, and that's tough to stop.
I tell you, Brandon did a nice job going up, giving him his right hand, taking it back away, and going left-handed. That was a Jordan-esque move there.
It's coming for the basketball. He kicks it down low. Kick back out. Carlisle with a good look. Can't make the three-pointer go. Here comes McCartney for the Bobcats. The lob inside Larison. Around the back of the rim. No good. Got his own rebound.
Good pass that time by McCartney, getting the entry pass in there, and then Levi doing a nice job of gaining control after he missed the first one and being able to put that bucket back in again.
Here comes Emler, tries to pass it out. We've got 5 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bobcats have an 18-3 lead, Bill Kogel. They've dominated this game from the tip.
Yeah, they sure have, Bill, and really their defensive pressure has just caused Indian Valley to make a bunch of mistakes. They've had 8 turnovers so far.
Brandon Todd now, 4 seconds. In the corner, Byrne, the long shot. Off the rim, no good. That's going to do it. The end of the first quarter dominated by the Cambridge Bobcats. The score, Cambridge 18, Indian Valley 3. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. We're back at Cambridge High School. Big first quarter for the Bobcats. They've got an 18-3 lead on Indian Valley, and they've got the basketball. About the only thing Indian Valley won in the first half was a tip, Bill.
Yeah, that's true. They are being dominated in about every sense.
Carlisle now with the basketball for Indian Valley over to Cummings. Cummings looking for some help. McCartney's on him, kicks it back out to McAdam, to Emler, over to Carlisle. Carlisle now, they clear a side out for him. Durbin was on him, and it looks like he beat Durbin, and Brandon reached over him with a personal foul. So a nice move by Justin Carlisle. He can play some ball given the chance.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on Durbin now with the hand check as the Indian Valley man went right around him. on his way to the basket. I think they're going to call Brandon with Durbin with a push.
Shane Bowe checks back in, and John McAdams sits down for the Braves. Cummings into Carlisle. They've got a matchup on Brandon Todd now. In the corner now. That's Emler. Nice cut by Carlisle. He beats his man to the hole, and it's 18-5 Cambridge.
Yeah, Carlisle made a nice cut there. Brandon Todd just slipped and wasn't able to keep up with him. Must have stepped wiped his shoes off after that play was over with. So must have been something there.
Pat Byrne tries to kick the ball over to Durbin on the baseline. Knocked out of bounds by the Braves. It'll be Cambridge basketball. Checking back in, number 21, Mark Dean for Indian Valley. Sitting down, looks like number 10, that's Derek Cummings. McCartney to throw the ball in for Cambridge. Lobs it in, Larison. Knocked out of bounds, but he gets the ball back to Brandon Todd. Todd to Byrne, back to Brandon. He'll shoot the three. Yes. Only a matter of time, Bill Coker.
Yeah, you know he's going to drop his shots. He's gotten some wide open looks tonight.
I like the Braves strategy, though, with the zone. I'll tell you something right now. I think that's a lot better way to go than what Riverview tried to do.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way these guys can match up.
Man to man.
Yeah, I just think we're just too athletic for him.
Nice cut by number 12 there. That was Winrod. Can't make a shot go. Rebound. Larison gets it over to Brandon Todd. He'll shoot the three again. Off the rim, no good. Rebound down inside. That's Mark Dean, number 21. Little man does a nice job on the boards.
Yeah, he can get up for a little guy. He got some height on his jumps.
Carlisle now with the ball for Indian Valley. Back over to Winrod. Dean driving, kicks it back out. That's Bowe. Back out to Justin Carlisle. The captain, leading scorer, takes a shot. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for. Pat Byrne comes down with it.
Good rebound by Pat that time. Good position on the boards.
McCartney back to Byrne. Over to Todd. Lob inside. Larison, nice job once again by Bowe on defense. And Indian Valley starting to create a few turnovers, Bill Kogel.
Yeah, that's the third turnover for the Bobcats, and it's just been one of those things where they've just tried to force a couple things like that pass right there. It probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Now a foul on Evan McCartney, and he'll come down and sit. That's his first personal, team's third. Another substitution now for Coach Doak. Number 33, Armand DiDonato checks in. Ball kicked back, that's Emler. Back to Cummings. Cummings in the corner, Dean looking for some help. Around the circle. Back out, long shot by Emler off the front of the rim. No good. Brandon Todd comes down with that rebound.
Good rebound, Brandon
Long
Todd.
pass ahead. Larison can't quite come up with it.
Levi just kind of got his feet tangled up. The pass just a little bit too long. If Levi could have got his feet set, he probably would have had that one. But again, Bobcats just forcing things a little bit.
Bobcats lead 21-5. 5:23 left in the first half. Emler with a nice pass down inside. That is number 33, DiDonato, and he's got his first basket. 21-7. Cambridge with a 14-point lead.
DiDonato made a nice backdoor cut that time and was able to get wide open.
Todd now driving. Kicks it out. Byrne. He'll take the shot. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Bowe for the Braves.
Yeah, Bobcats had a little cold streak here.
And the Braves might be taking advantage of it here. 21 Dean with a three-pointer. Off the back of the rim. No good. Durbin with a rebound. Durbin loses the basketball. Braves are going to come up with it. Shane Bowe kicks it back out to Dean. Braves slow things down. Long shot by Cummings off the front of the rim. No good.
The time, probably not a shot that Coach Doak would like to see either from Indian Valley.
Oh, nice job by Larison.
I'll tell you, Levi just makes some nice moves. He's done that every game that he's played so far. Just Dean drives into the hole, gets a couple guys up, got a whistle. Here's the replay. And he just tries to sneak up a little bit of a move there, and but he did a good job of driving into the hole and really creating the contact. So give credit to Dean that time.
We've got a timeout on the floor now. All right, we'll take a quick break. The score, Cambridge 23, Indian Valley 7. Back with more right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. Bill Kassler and Bill Kogel with you here. Bobcats with a 23-7 lead, 4:24 left in the first half. Indian Valley with a little bit of a run here, Bill Kogel.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. Bobcats getting a big lead and just getting a little bit sloppy, trying to force some things in there that aren't there. So they just need to settle down and go back to playing the game again.
On the line, number 21, Mark Dean. First shot up by Dean is good. 23-8 now.
One thing to mention right here while he's shooting his next shot is Bobcats right now have a 20-8 rebounding edge. So Coach Stokes said before the game that he was worried about the board play. Well, he had good reason to worry.
Second shot is good by Dean. The lead is 23-9 Cambridge. Here comes Brandon Todd for the Bobcats. Over to Brandon Durbin. Durbin now outside the circle, gets it over to Pat Byrne. Pat works around the top of the key. Durbin now shuffles the feet. It's a good call.
Yeah, Brandon Durbin just caught the ball and made a little hop step after he caught it, and official right there to make a good traveling call.
Another substitution in. That is Justin Carlisle coming back in after a little bit of a breather. Dean will sit down. Some fine work by Mark Dean on the floor. I'm sorry, Shane Bowe will sit down. Dean taking the ball out of bounds for the Braves. Here comes Carlisle. He's been matched up on Brandon Todd all night. That's got to be frustrating.
A nice little move there.
Gets his jump shot off. Larison reaches over everybody and gets the rebound. Nice job by Levi Larison.
Yeah, great rebound that time. Again, showing his strength. You know, pull that ball down out of the crowd. Oh,
nice pass inside to Brandon Durbin. Easy two for Durbin.
Brandon Todd goes in the lane, gets tied up a little bit, has to force the pass over, but everybody just came to him and left Brandon Durbin wide open.
DiDonato over to Carlisle. Back outside, that's number 20, Smith. Now in the corner, Cummings, long shot, no good. Rebound, fought for it, comes up with it, loses it out of bounds. Tyler had it, took his eyes off it for just a second. He was looking for an outlet.
Yeah, he was down, looking down court, trying to make that pass before he actually had the ball. But what an athletic move he made just to get his hands on that rebound to begin with.
Now number 10, Derek Cummings taking the ball out for the Braves. Down inside, big mistake. Felt's down there, he got his hands on it. Here comes Brandon Todd down the floor quickly, driving, shooting, and scoring.
Nice play by Brandon. Good play all the way around by the Bobcats that time.
Here comes Carlisle. Carlisle tries dribbling the ball between his legs. Brandon Todd almost picked his pocket. Dean back out, that's Cummings in the corner. Bowe now with the basketball. DiDonato top of the key, long shot off the rim, no good. Bobcats still hold a 27-9 lead with 3 minutes left in the second. Oh, Brandon Todd driving, shooting, cutting between two men. 29-9.
I have a feeling that Brandon just is going to be able to do that as well as Indian Valley calls another timeout here.
I'll tell you something right now. What a great athletic move. Watch this replay, Bill.
Just unbelievable how nobody's quick enough to step in there or anything to try to stop him. He just makes a beautiful little move there and puts one sweetly off the glass. Just a tremendous athlete with a tremendous athletic move.
11 points for Brandon Todd already on the night, and the Bobcats off to a very good start here, and what Coach Doak talked about in pregame coming true, unfortunately, for his Braves.
Yeah, I know he was worried about it. You know, it's a tough place to come in and play, and you know, they took a thumping by Dover, and to come off of that and have to come down here next, it's a tough thing to ask a bunch of kids to do, especially if, and you know, this isn't a cut on Indian Valley. It's just it's a fact that we're just a little bit more athletic than they are, and for them to have to compete against that, it's tough. So, you know, credit the Bobcats with you know, doing what I said that I thought they needed to do, and that was get off to a good start and maintain it. With the Columbus South team, I thought it was important that we get a good start, and then, you know, if they come back on us, so what? But
Columbus South, though, matched up with us athletically somewhat.
Yeah.
They had enough athletes to play ball with us, I think.
Yeah, but this is the type of thing you want to get out to a good lead and just keep it growing, and that's what the Bobcats are doing an excellent job at.
Here comes Carlisle with the basketball now for Indian Valley. Over to Cummings, down low. That's Dean. Kicks it back out. DiDonato. He's pulled the trigger on a couple threes. Now he tries to drive, kicks it back out. Dean. Now Carlisle. Dean. Back over to Cummings in the corner. DiDonato will shoot the three. No good. Larison was right out on him that time. Brandon Todd looking things over with the basketball now for Cambridge. In the lane, Brandon driving, lobbing right back to Felt. Can't get it off, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot two. Tyler wanted that one, Bill.
Yeah, Tyler wanted that one, and I think Coach Ford wanted Brandon to shoot that ball. He was wide open inside, and as you can see there, he wanted to put the ball up to the hoop, and
didn't quite have control of it.
Brandon's played maybe a little bit too unselfish here at the start of this season, but he's done an excellent job of keeping everybody involved in the game. Tyler makes his first one. A couple more substitutions coming in for Indian Valley, but Brandon really has done a good job, especially these last couple games, of keeping everybody in the game and making sure that the big guys get the ball and the entry passes and really creating some space in there for them.
Marcus Emler and number 12 Dallas Winrod check in for Indian Valley. Carlisle with the basketball over to Winrod. Long shot off the front of the rim, no good. They haven't been able to make many of those threes go. That would help. They hit a couple of those.
Yeah, that's I think it's kind of the same type of a situation that they were in when they played Dover. They just weren't making anything fall.
McCartney down, nice pass. Felt gets his man up, ball's up, it's good, and he's fouled. Boy.
Well, I tell you what, nice pass by Evan McCartney. Oh, he's fun to watch, I'll tell you. Nice little pass in here. Look at this, right over his shoulder into Felt. Felt does a good job of faking up, get the man up in the air, and then going up strong and keeping his head up and looking at the basket. He makes the two-pointer and has a chance for the traditional three-pointer.
Ball's up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Pat Byrne comes down with it for Cambridge. Byrne now is fouled by number 30 Emler, and he'll go to the line.
Good job by Pat Byrne to step in there in the middle of that mess and pick out the rebound.
I'm sorry, he won't go to the line. That's only the 6th team foul now on Indian Valley. So Cambridge had the ball out of bounds. One more foul, they'll be in the bonus. Brandon Todd now directing some traffic for Cambridge. Byrne down low. That's knocked away nicely by Dean. And they may get Levi Larison with a little reach here. Let's see.
Yeah, they're going to call Levi with the grab as he was going after the ball.
Coach Ford didn't like the call.
No. As he was going after the ball, the referee was standing right there and says he grabbed a hold of it.
That's 2 on Levi, and Brandon Durbin will come in and sit in for him with 1:41 left in the second quarter. Bobcats with a 33-9 lead.
I think Coach Ford's telling Pat Byrne out on the floor that that's not the kind of pass that he wants. He wants a little bit more solid play, and Pat thought he saw an opening, tried to force the ball in there, and that's really about the only thing the Bobcats have done wrong so far this game is maybe force a little bit.
Carlisle driving to the basket, picks up a personal foul on off of Evan McCartney. That'll be number 2 on Evan.
Yeah, Evan just with a little bit of a body there, tried to stop him. Got to just move your feet a little bit quicker.
Winrod now kicks the ball into Carlisle. Brandon Todd's on him in the lane, driving, shooting. Carlisle is on the board finally.
Nice move by Carlisle that time. Just barely got that shot off. Brandon almost put a finger on it, but it rolled in.
4 for Carlisle, excuse me. Brandon Todd pulls up top of the key. Shot's good. 35-11, 1:05 left in the second. Here comes Carlisle, loses the handle momentarily. Winrod to Dean. Bobcats extending the defense real nicely here. Long shot by Winrod off the back of the glass. He called that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he said the bank was open.
That's right. 35-14, 45 seconds left in quarter number 2. Here comes Brandon Todd kicking it out to Byrne. He'll shoot off the back of the rim. No good. They're going to get McCartney with his 3rd foul on the back. It's a good call. Evan didn't quite have position, but he was a little bit more athletic than Dean. That Dean, he's sneaky. He gets underneath you, and then all of a sudden he's there.
Yeah, Evan's going to get his 3rd foul. Going to have to sit down. Chris Kerr's going to come in. Evan really did just went up straight for the ball, but made contact back on the Indian Valley's man's back, and that's another one of those ones they're just going to call just about every time you go up and make contact like that.
That's what I mean. That Dean's sneaky. He comes in, gets underneath you, and he's there before you know it. In fact, they're in the bonus now, and Dean will shoot 1-and-1.
I'm trying to remember if he was a football player. He looks like that type of a kid.
He does. He really does. He misses his first opportunity. Cambridge get the rebound. Here comes Brandon Todd for Cambridge with 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Bobcats spread the floor. They'll go for one shot.
Yeah, they're just going to keep it out here, move it around a little bit. Or Brandon's just going to keep the 5-second call from being called by keeping the man off of it.
Dallas Winrod with the unenviable task of guarding Brandon Todd 1-on-1 here.
And now here we go. Less than 10 seconds, he'll take it in.
7, driving, turning, spinning, kicking off. Kerr with a long three. In for three. Yes, sir. Long shot by the Braves. That's going to do it. Oh, no basket. Ball rattled around the work and holds the basket up. Came back down and fell in. Indian Valley called it. They didn't get it. Pretty much like the rest of the first half.
Here we go. Beautiful shot here by Chris Kerr, coming right off the bench and going right at it. Not much you can do about that.
Nothing but net. The score at halftime. Cambridge 38, Indian Valley 14. We'll be back with halftime statistics right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. The Bobcats with a big 38-14 lead on the Indian Valley Braves. All Cambridge in the first half, Bill Kogel.
Yeah, they pretty much had their way with it. Not much else you can say. They pretty much dominated every aspect of the game.
We did have one big highlight, though,
Yeah.
for Indian Valley, though. Their ending shot of the first half. Pretty spectacular thing to watch. It's one of those you don't really believe that it happened. Didn't count for any points, but watch this here.
This ball comes up. It bounced up off those wires and actually bounced around a couple times and then slides right down through the rim.
Then Coach Doak right away went over to the official and said, that counts, doesn't it, right? He wanted the three.
Yeah, he was lobbying for it, but didn't get it.
He's down, of course.
Those wires are out of bounds.
Okay, well, so a little bit more tough luck for the Braves.
Yeah.
One more time here on the replay here. We didn't quite get all of it.
You see the ball just tips around those wires up there and drops right to the hoop. Unfortunately, does not count.
Yeah, Coach Ford took a look at it, though.
Yeah.
He just saw the ball fall through the basket. He didn't like what he saw.
Going on, yeah.
About ready to get underway here in the second half. Quick look at the scoring, Bill.
Yeah, let's see here. We had 4 points for Justin Carlisle, 2 points for Mark Dean, 3 points for Dallas Winrod, 2 points for Dia Donato, and 3 points for Marcus Emler and that's the scoring for Indian Valley.
We'll check scoring for Cambridge just a minute here as we're underway here in the second half. Carlisle with the basketball now, driving, shooting, and missing. Rebound fought for. Braves are going to come up with this one. Cummings chases it down.
That's their first offensive rebound of the evening.
Back out to Carlisle. Bobcats lead 38-14. Carlisle driving, shooting, and get out of here. Get out of here, Mr. Basketball.
They're going to call Brandon Todd with a hold as he went down the lane.
I don't think that Tyler Felt needed much help on that.
No, I don't think so either.
Let's check the scoring for the Bobcats here in the first half.
Yeah, we have Pat Byrne with 2 points. Chris Kerr with a big 3 right there at the end of the first half. Brandon Durbin 2 points. Tyler Felt with 6 points. Levi Larison with 12 and Brandon Todd with 13.
First shot for Carlisle in the second half. Foul shot in and out.
Here goes Levi, just goes up, Tyler Felt goes up and pushes that ball away, but they're saying Brandon Todd grabbed the hold of his wrist on the way up.
Second shot no good either. Carlisle having a pretty tough night here. Here comes McCartney for the Bobcats now. Evan loses the footing, gets it kicked out, but it's picked up by Cummings for the Braves.
Yeah, Evan just got tangled up with his feet with the defender from Indian Valley. And really did a good job of trying to gain control and get the ball out of there, but wasn't able to do it.
Shot by Winrod now from outside the circle. Rebound by Larison, gets the outlet out to Brandon Todd. He can't quite chase it down.
Just threw the ball a little bit too far.
Right into our cameraman, Jeremy Nicholson, over there on the sidelines. Jeremy, you should have had that.
All right. Talk to him about tipping those balls back in bounds for us.
Carlisle now with the basketball for Indian Valley. Cummings, the shot off the front of the glass, no good.
And again, Cambridge starting off in the second half right where they left off as far as rebounds are concerned.
Brandon Todd picking things up. Quick three-pointer. First points of the second half. 41-14 Bobcats now. Carlisle loses the handle and knocks it off the knee of Pat Byrne.
Pat doing a nice job coming up double teaming with Brandon, and wasn't quite able to get a hand down there, and ball bounced off his shin.
Cummings now kicks it back out to Justin Carlisle. Carlisle back to Cummings. Cummings works the ball outside the circle. Long pass in the corner. They're trying to get Carlisle going. Three-pointer is short. Rebound, Bowe gets it back out to Carlisle once again. They'll start the offense. Winrod now looking for some help. Kicks it back out. That's Dean with the basketball. Mark Dean, stocky rebounder, throws it right to Brandon Todd. Oh, and he can't make the dunk go, but he gets the two anyway. 43-14 Bobcats, 6:06 left in the third.
Yeah, Brandon got a nice open look and was after a good steal and was trying to get the ball up in the hoop. He's capable of doing that, and it's one of those little things to bring the crowd down.
Dean with the basketball now, kicks it back out. That's Bowe. Shane Bowe.
I tell you, Shane Bowe's just getting a little bit frustrated. He's kind of being manhandled in there a little bit by Levi Larison. And that time a little bit of a frustration foul coming back with Shane Bowe as he goes crashing in there and crawls right over the back of Tyler Felt.
Only his first foul, but I'll tell you what, that does have to be a little frustrating when you're banging elbows with somebody who's just that much bigger than you are.
Yeah, I think he's just getting a little upset. Like I say, he's just been getting pushed around a little bit inside.
Brandon Todd with the basketball for Cambridge. 5:33 left in the third. Here come the Bobcats. 43-14 Cambridge. Todd will shoot the three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Dean with the basketball. Todd's harassing him now. Kicks it back outside. Cummings. Winrod will shoot. That's short.
Yeah, Winrod's been short on a couple of his first two attempts he's had at the hoop.
Oh, nice shot, Brandon Todd. Wow.
Yeah, Brandon taking it right to the hole just like he should. Making a nice little move. Nice little athletic move to get himself open.
Nice shot there by Cummings. That's three. And the Braves are on the board in the second half. 45-17, 4:50 left in the third.
Yeah, that was a pretty shot that time by Cummings. Yeah, he's got a nice touch.
Boy, you can tell when he left his arm. Nice lob there to Larison around the other side of the basket. It's good. 47-17.
Good entry pass by Brandon Todd to get it to Levi Larison, but Levi doing a good job of using the basket to shield himself.
Cummings is feeling it just a little bit. Larison pulls that rebound down. Here comes Brandon Todd. Driving, shooting, and scoring. Cummings trying to draw the foul there.
Brandon did a great job of getting around him, so he hardly even made a brush contact. That was just another good athletic move by the athletically gifted Brandon Todd.
Timeout on the floor. Coach Doak does not like what he sees to start this second half. Of course, he probably didn't like much of the first half either, from what I looked at anyway.
No, that's for sure. 49-17 at this point. It's not looking very promising as far as Indian Valley is concerned. They just don't have the guns tonight to battle back against us, I don't think.
And then they're starting to force the three-pointers a little bit. They've tried to get their big man, Justin Carlisle, started. They gave him a bunch of good looks here to start the second half, but he couldn't put anything down. Yeah,
and on the other side of the coin, Brandon Todd with 22 points right now, just came out the second half and just is kicking it up. So.
Got a highlight here on Brandon.
He just comes up. See the nice little athletic scoop move that he makes. It just, how do you defend against that?
Cummings was there. I mean, for a lot of players, he was in pretty good position, but not for Brandon.
He just gets up in the air, can drift along and make enough moves that as the defender drives and drifts on by him, he just creates that little opening for himself. We see him do it with his dribble on the floor, and once he gets himself up in the air, we've seen a couple times tonight where he was able to create a little bit of space for himself to do whatever he had to do, be it pass or shoot.
Great players make that look easy, too.
He does make it look easy.
All right, Derek Cummings with the basketball for Indian Valley now. Kicks off Winrod's knee. He gets the ball back. Being harassed by Brandon Todd. Cummings now kicks it back out to Emler. Emler drives over to number 10. Cummings driving, shooting, blocked by Felt. Well, came out of nowhere.
Yeah, good move, really. Just couldn't get the ball off. It's a good defense.
No look past the Felt. Ball's up. It's good. And, well, he must have took a little step with it.
Coach Ford's not liking the call. He's checking the official out, but I tell you, he might have taken just a little bit of a stutter step. But it was a nice play by the Bobcats. It's just a shame it didn't come through.
3:35 left in the third. 49-17 Cambridge. Emler now kicks it down inside to Cummings. Nice little screen down inside by Dean. And Cummings has 2 points.
Yeah, Cummings, again, making a nice move down the middle and a nice entry pass that time.
Brandon Todd, 5 points for Cummings now. Ball's kicked out to Felt. Looks like Brandon was fouled as he crossed through the lane there.
We're going to call that on number 30, Marcus Emler.
It's his third.
You see, Brandon just takes a nice little move across there, and Emler sticks a knee out, and that's what they're going to call that kind of contact.
McCartney now to take the ball out for Cambridge. Evan looking for a lob, can't find one. Kicks it back out to Brandon Todd. Back to McCartney. Top of the key, Pat Byrne. Pat's been kind of quiet tonight. Lob down inside Larison.
Yeah, and Marcus Emler just picked up his 4th foul as Evan McCartney and Levi Larison did a nice job. A little inside-outside game, and Levi screened his man off, was able to go right to the hoop, and the only defense that Emler had was to grab a hold. And
yeah, you don't realize it, though. Levi a little bit bigger this year. He's done a little bit of work in the weight room, too.
Yeah, they all have.
He's so tall, it doesn't show up on him quite as much. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You look at him standing next to some of these Indian Valley players. He's a lot stronger.
Yeah, he's a solid kid. Oh, nice move that time.
Yeah, he's a quick kid, too.
Yeah, I tell you, he does. He has some great athleticism. He just can make some nice, decent moves for a kid his size. 16
points already for Levi Larison. Winrod with the basketball now for the Braves.
Oh, it's a beautiful screen. He just set himself up for that.
Cummings with a nice little shot, little short, and here comes Evan McCartney. Evan down the floor. He slows things up just a little bit. Holds on to the basketball, looking for some help. Brandon Todd driving into the lane, pulling up, shooting, and gets that nice little shooter's roll right across the front of the rim. Boy, I'll tell you what, I don't know how many times I've seen him do that.
Yeah, he's got a nice little move down there where he just pulls that little jump shot up and just kind of goes up one-handed, and it's got a nice little touch with it.
Winrod now with the basketball. DiDonato kicks it back in. Brandon Todd steps into the passing lane, and here he comes right down the middle, driving, shooting, and scoring.
Yeah,
3 Braves on him, and they still couldn't stop him.
Oh, look at that. And they turn back around and just throw the ball away.
That's frustration right there. 55-19, 2:06 left in the third quarter. This may be worse than the Dover loss. I'll tell you something right now. They thought Dover was a good team. They hadn't seen Cambridge.
Now, Brandon, pretty much the second half just scored at will. 26 points now and just able to do just about what.
Oh, McCartney, the lob by Felt missed. He got 2 follows, went for 3. DiDonato finally picks it up for the Braves. Everything but the basket there.
Again, a nice pass by Evan, and good screen move to get himself open, and Tyler just not able to finish it. Kind of an unusual thing for Tyler.
Cummings with the basketball now for Indian Valley. He's picked his play up here in the second.
Yeah, Cummings is a nice basketball player.
That's number 20, Andrew Smith. He started the night out. Hasn't been in the scoring column yet, I don't think. Carlisle now. Tough night for the leading scorer for the Braves.
Yeah, he's had some good defense on him.
Oh, Cummings driving, and it looks like he took a step, but he's going to get the shot off, and they'll say it's good.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job of stepping through there.
Here comes Brandon driving, shooting, and missing, but he's fouled. Looks like number 10, Cummings, will pick up the personal. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, good sportsmanship that time by both players, getting up, checking each other out. You see Brandon just go up, and right there, they just kind of, both of them up in the air, and there's nothing they could do about it. There's no way they could change their direction once they were up there. Unfortunately, both of the guys get up and walk away from it. Okay, get up, smack each other on the rump, and ask each other if they're okay, and on they go. Good sportsmanship all the way around.
55-21, 1:21 left in the third. Brandon Todd at the line for Cambridge. First shot's up, in and out. Second shot coming up now for Brandon Todd.
Brandon shoots 75% on the season so far, so kind of an unusual miss.
Shot's up, front of the rim. Good, get that good shooter's roll. I want to thank Ray Sims, our man with statistics.
Yeah, Ray Sims, the most statistically minded person that has ever lived in Cambridge. Those of you who've ever been on the Bobcat site,
he probably has stats on what he has for breakfast, I bet.
Don't doubt that a bit.
DiDonato with a try for 3.
Yeah, good job by Brandon Todd really that time, just coming across in his face.
Indian Valley starting to force shots a little bit, I think, though.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you, I started to say Ray does a lot of statistic work on the Bobcat website. If you ever go in there and see it, he's gone clear back to the history of Bobcat basketball. You can look up. It's kind of interesting to see some of the names and the stats from the first years of Bobcats all the way up through. I think he has he's working on the 70s now. So, but he has it updated all the way through there. It's kind of an interesting thing.
We come on and say, yeah, he's shooting 75. Incidentally, what does Levi shoot from the line there?
Levi is shooting. He's 71% shooting.
Yeah, 71. We say something like that. That's not us. We don't compile any of that stuff.
No, that's all Ray.
Yeah, he does all that for us. Makes us sound good, though.
Well, I tell you, that's why he's doing it, making us look smart.
Yeah, that's tough to do, too.
Yeah, it takes somebody else to make us look smart.
Second shot by Larison's up. It's good. Bobcats have got a 58-21 lead. 57 seconds left in the third.
Statistician Diana McMahon is reminding us that that's why she's here also.
Well, that's another good reason. We can't count either, so. Down inside, ball tipped away.
Oh, good job by Tyler Pelt.
Boy, I'll tell you what, for a 6'4" man, he is quick.
Well,
ball's knocked away from Pat Byrne, and Smith picks it up for the Braves.
A little bit too much traffic that time.
Dean now kicks it over in the corner to Carlisle. He's not inclined to shoot now. He's had some looks, but DiDonato now drives into the lane, and he can't find the range, but he's fouled. So he'll go to the line and shoot two.
And they're going to call it on Evan McCartney. So fourth fouls on Evan, and as he just kind of loses control a little bit there, and just reaches in and grabs the hole. So that's coach is trying to tell you, if you're going to go up, you got to go straight up with it. Every time you come down with that arm, rest assured there's going to be an official standing right there with a whistle in his mouth.
Durbin will check in now for the Bobcats. Evan McCartney takes a seat with his fourth personal.
Yeah, we've played a nice game so far, defensively in particular, but boy, he's made a couple passes, especially on the inbounds plays. There's two back-to-back there, one to Levi and one to Tyler.
Shots up by DiDonato. It's good. 58-23, 26 seconds left in the third quarter now. Here comes Brandon Todd for Cambridge. Boy, he's had a great night.
The Bobcats looking for one shot here toward the end of the third quarter. They're just running it down low, and about 10 seconds to go, you'll see Brandon start to make his move.
There we are, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5. Here comes Brandon down the middle of the lane, driving, shooting, and scoring. That's going to do it. Wow. The end of the third quarter, Bill Kogel, and this game being dominated by the Bobcats. Got a huge lead, 37 points. The score, Cambridge 60, Indian Valley 23. Back with fourth quarter action right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. The Bobcats have a 60-23 lead on the Indian Valley Braves. It's a big night for Brandon Todd and a lot of the Cats.
Yeah, Brandon's got 29 points right now. Levi Larson with 18. So, and what are we going to get here?
Brandon, even though he has 29, doesn't even seem to be forcing it. I mean, he's taking what they're giving him, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure. He's been able to do it really from everywhere on the floor. Outside, got a couple nice shots out there. But just driving lane, there's just no way they can stop him.
It may have been a lane violation. That may have been what that turnover was all about.
Well, I think he called traveling. He's telling the official, Coach Ford was asking the official about it, and he made a motion like he was shuffling his feet. So
Smith with the long miss. Brandon Todd, the outlet pass from Felt. Off the back of the board. Larison can't complete it. Wow. Here comes DiDonato for Indian Valley. Driving, almost has his pocket pick, now gets it over to Smith. Tries kicking it down low to, that is number 44, John McAdam, who's checked back in. Kicked out of bounds by Cambridge.
Yeah, you're going to see a couple substitutions right now. It was one of those things that Coach Ford, listen to the ovation here.
Brandon Todd, Levi Larison take a seat now. Ben Fowler checks in for the Bobcats, as does Doug Lanzer. So Coach Ford calling the dogs off a little bit with 7:14 left in the fourth. Smith now for Indian Valley. Kicks it back out top. Here comes Patrick Byrne. Back down the middle. Fowler back to Byrne. Ball's up, no good, but he's fouled by number 33, DiDonato. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, that some nice passing there by the 2 young guards, 2 sophomores. Going to see a little action together over the years. But nice unselfish play by both of them. Yeah, they're going to get number 33 here with a foul.
That's DiDonato. Picks up 2 quick fouls in a row. Armand DiDonato now, and that is his second. Lanzer will take it out of bounds. Team 6, so one more. Cambridge will be in the bonus. Here's the replay. Durbin gets tied up in traffic, and DiDonato just a little bit too active with the hands. Wow, back to live action. Pat Byrne with a nice cut, and he finishes up 62-23 Bobcats.
Yeah, that Brandon doing a nice job really that last time down the floor, just keeping control of that ball and drawing the foul.
Dean now for the Braves, driving, shooting in the lane, and let's see, a little whistle. What have we got?
We're going to call Brandon Durbin, I believe. Brandon gets up in the air, and once you're up in the air and someone makes a move, there's not much you can do about correcting your position. So
Dean will shoot 2. Well, I want to thank our sponsors here of Cambridge Bobcat boys basketball: Cambridge IGA, Cambridge Savings Bank, Southeastern Med, Kogel's Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Scott Bennett Real Estate, Bundy Law Funeral Home, and Cambridge Physical Therapy. Without them, Bill Kogel, we could not do this.
No, that's for sure. You know, there's one other person, or a group of people, I guess, we need to recognize too before this thing's over with. And that's the Wally's Pizza practice players of the week. So far this year, the first one was Brandon Todd. Brian Gunyon was the second week. Let's see, Luke Seckel had it. Tyler Felt was last week. And
I thought maybe they'd give it to Capuri. I think you get bonus points for stitches, don't you?
Yeah, you should, that's for sure.
Ryan will tell you that anyway. All right, Ben Fowler with the basketball now.
And Kyle Donnelly was the other recipient, so congratulations to those 5 guys.
That's a great award. I'll tell you something right now. Players should be recognized for what they do in practice, and yet you have to like that. Brandon Durbin now. Fouled as he goes into the corner after a basketball. Bobcats with a big 62-24 lead, 6:25 left in the 4th quarter.
And Andrew Smith just picked up his second foul. Brandon Durbin really doing a nice job, but he's they're kind of attacking now, trying to make something happen this late in the game like this, and things getting a little sloppy. Brandon's doing a nice job of getting control of the ball and holding on to it.
That's number 44, McAdam, with a rebound. Gets it over to Dean. Kicks it back out, DiDonato. Outside, Dallas Winrod now for the Braves.
Good defense by Ben Fowler here.
Kicks it over to Dean. Skip pass in the corner, Andrew Smith. Back out top, DiDonato. The shot, the 3 is good.
Well, it's a couple for DiDonato tonight from long range. Young man has a nice shot.
He's throwing up an air ball or 2, but I'll tell you something right now, he's not afraid to shoot. Ben Fowler now for Cambridge. Back over, that's Pat Byrne. Kerr now with the basketball. It's tipped away from him right to Ben Fowler. Durbin will shoot the 3. Got it.
Brandon Durbin showed his range from outside.
65-27. Bobcats in command, no doubt about it. DiDonato back in the corner. Dean with the shot. Ball's off the rim, no good. Rebound Byrne. They double team him. He gets the ball off the Kerr quickly. Here comes Chris. Skips it off, and Durbin and Lanzer are looking at each other, and, well, happens sometimes.
Yeah, Chris just kind of took the pass in between him, and neither one of them knew exactly who it was going for, and just instead of reacting, they just kind of let it through. And Pat Byrne coming out and getting a nice round of applause as Clint Jones comes in to take his place.
All right, here comes Winrod now for the Braves. DiDonato kicks it down inside. McAdam back out to Winrod. He'll shoot the 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound fought for. Here comes Kerr for Cambridge. In the corner. Fowler back outside. Kerr. Skip pass. DiDonato had it. Lost it. Fowler had it run through his legs. It'll be Indian Valley ball.
Yeah, Chris saw a little opening there, but I think his vision was shielded a little bit and didn't see the defender standing right at almost in the passing lane. Was able to take a couple steps to take it away.
DiDonato now. Back over to Winrod, and kicked out of bounds. Looked like Fowler touched it last, so it will be Braves basketball. Armand DiDonato comes over to throw it in. Back outside, Dallas Winrod. DiDonato. In the corner, Smith. The little baseline jump shot is short. McAdam. Durbin with a rebound. Brandon takes charge, brings it up the floor, now gets it over to his guard, Fowler. In the corner, Lenzer. Doug kicks it back outside, Fowler. Back over. Driving, shooting, and scoring. Number 21, Clint Jones.
Good move by Clint. Just had the left lane open and able to see it and just stepped right in there and drove it all the way to the hole. Nice, strong move.
Smith with the shot. And let's see, we've got a whistle on the play. See what the call is. Now they're going to call it on Chris Kerr. That'll be his first. Bobcats with a 40-point lead, Bill Kogel, 67-27, with 4:07 left in the fourth quarter.
As the score has gone, the rebounding situation is almost as bad, with the Bobcats having 39 rebounds to 14. Brandon Durbin going to come out and get a nice round of applause, well deserved.
And Byers checks in for him.
Sure. Right now you have 2 seniors and 3 sophomores on the floor for the Bobcats.
Ball's kicked back. That's number 5 for the Braves. Kyle Myers. He is a 5'9" freshman.
Yeah,
keep an eye on him.
He played a fairly decent game in that reserve game, so he and Ben Fowler went at it then. They're going at it now.
Jones now. Long shot by Fowler. Ball is tipped back out. Ben Fowler with a rebound down the lane. Tries to scoop it over to Kerr. And ball's thrown back in. 3:39 left in the fourth. 67-30.
Chris Kerr doing a good job really hustling after that ball and wasn't able to get it back in. But good hustle for Chris.
DiDonato over to Kyle Myers now. Kicks it over to DiDonato. He almost has his pocket picked by Fowler, but they're going to call him with a reach.
Ben just trying to get around behind him there and poke the ball away and got a little bit of a wrist.
Andrew Smith to take it out. Kicks it over to DiDonato. That's Myers, the freshman. In the corner, back over to Smith, back to Myers now. Down inside, McLeod didn't move the feet. Ball out of bounds off Fowler, they'll say, so it'll be Indian Valley basketball.
Well, Ben Fowler doing a good job defensively there. Almost created a turnover, just couldn't quite come up with it. But again, good job defensively by Ben Fowler.
Myers now. Outside the circle, Kyle Myers, number 5, freshman guard. DiDonato with a wide open 3, can't find the range. Here come the Bobcats. Foul before he can get the outlet pass off the Lanzer, so Fowler will go to the line, shooting 1-on-1.
Yeah, Ben a little disappointed. Doug was wide open. He really wanted to get the ball down to him, so Doug had had the easy layup. At this point,
here's a replay now.
Ben just takes this ball, dribbles right through, and is able to get the ball. See, Doug has wide open layup, but at this point, you want to get all these guys want to get them a scoring column in the book. So
Myers tips the rebound out, but Indian Valley comes up with it. DiDonato, the long lead pass up to Myers. He takes a look at a 3, doesn't like what he sees, kicks it back out. DiDonato now. Ball's tipped. It will be a Cambridge basketball. I don't know if that is the correct call, but we'll take it.
Yeah, Del Myers that time down the floor really passed up an opportunity to take an open look now. Kyle Donnelly comes in and Ben Fowler takes his seat.
Donnelly now being harassed by Myers. Kicks it back out. Jones fires. Lonzer. Kerr can't get control. DiDonato tips it away. Now Kerr's got it driving. Loses control as he tries to reverse it. Here comes Emler. Kick back to DiDonato. Nice little 2 for the Braves. 67-32, 2:18 left in the fourth.
Yeah, Chris Kerr tried to get a pass off to Clint Jones that time. Drew the defender to him, but just couldn't get the ball out of his hands. So unfortunately, it was a good idea. Just wasn't able to follow through.
Myers down to Lonzer, blocked by McAdam, excuse me. McAdam Now he'll finish at the other end. A little pass from Myers.
Lanzer coming in there trying to get a block. Wasn't able to quite get there.
67-34. Kerr with a basketball to Byers. Byers on the baseline, kicks it back out to Kerr. Chris will shoot the three. Ball's a little short. Rebound fought for. It'll be Cambridge ball.
Yeah, Chris Kerr knocked that big three down earlier, and now he's going to come out and get a good hand for the minutes he played.
Fowler now with the basketball for Cambridge. Back in the corner, Lonzo. Byers turning, shooting. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Can't get that one to go. And Smith comes down with it for the Braves. Myers, long lead out. McAdam, the shot's up. It's good. He's fouled by Lonzo.
Yeah, that's Bobcats just a little slow getting back. Everybody's getting a little tired. Of course, Indian Valley still fighting after it, trying to make something happen for themselves. As you can see, this long pass, no Bobcat back there to stop it. He's able to go up, and Doug just bumps into him on his way by, so he's going to get the opportunity.
John McAdam. And he converts. The 6'1 junior, number 44 for the Braves. It is now 67-37.
Chris Kerr checks back in. Clinton Jones takes his seat. Coach Ford doing a little shuffling around here, giving everybody a chance.
Trying to get a look at some of these guys off the bench. They work hard.
Sure they do.
Kerr now in the corner. Ball's kicked out to Byers. That's Fowler with a basketball for Cambridge now. Lonzo to Kerr. Kerr spinning on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Tries the reverse. Ball kicks out to Donley. Fowler now will start things over for Cambridge.
They'll give Indian Valley a lot of credit here, Bill. They're playing tough defense when this game's pretty much over with.
Lonzer drives, shoots and misses. Byers can't follow. Here come the Braves. Emler. McAdam loses the handle and he kicks it off into the corner. Myers will shoot the three. Off the rim, no good. Byers with the rebound. Long outlet. Fowler. Ball's up. Oh, my.
Well, Ben doing a nice job. Just he knew the defender was up in the air. Myers was up in the air. There was just
gotta hope both those young men are okay. That was completely inadvertent. Here's the replay.
Just watch Ben stop here and just wait for the contact and draw the foul. Yeah, Ben's a smart kid. Very, very, very intelligent. Very smart athletically as well. Knows the game pretty well, and he's been a lot of fun to watch. Being that my son is also a sophomore and on the reserve spot, we've been able to watch them all the way up through from the time they start playing in 4th grade, 5th grade, and he's always been a lot of fun to watch. Very, very quick young man.
Good foul shooter, too. He gets them both, Bill. Yep. 69-37. Smith with a shot from the corner.
Nice touch.
Smith finally on the board. 27 seconds now left in the ball game. Bobcats 69-39. A 30-point lead for Cambridge. Byers in the lane. He better get it off, and he can't find the rim, but Lonzer's right there. Ball's good.
Good offensive putback by Doug Lanzer, just getting right in the right spot for it.
Smith now, 7 seconds. Kicks it back out. DiDonato, 4 seconds. Myers now. Driving in the lane, shooting, blocked by Kerr. That's going to do it. Into the basketball game, Bill Kogel.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, heck of a ball game by the Bobcats tonight. Just a little bit too much for Indian Valley, all the way around. And give credit to the Bobcats for really staying with us and playing a good game throughout. This could have got sloppy.
There was no doubt about it. I'll tell you, Cambridge had it all the way. They dominated on the offensive glass. They dominated defensively. They were bigger and quicker, and now they're 1-1 in the ECOL.
That's really important. We're going to be getting into the meat of the ECOL schedule, and it's going to get tougher and tougher. Every team we play and every game we go to, we're going to hit some on the road that are going to be even tougher yet. So it's important that we get these early wins.
All right, the final score once again from Cambridge Gymnasium tonight, 71-39. We'll be back with a look at final statistics right after this. Welcome back to Cambridge High School. Big win for the Cambridge Bobcats tonight, 71-39 over the Indian Valley Braves. And Bill Kogel, Cambridge all the way tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was just, it's just another good performance, team performance for the Bobcats. They were able to get pretty much had their way all night long, able to do whatever they wanted to do. And I think really it showed that they had probably the better athletes of the two groups.
Talked with Coach Scott Doak before the game, and he was very, very worried about the Bobcats' height advantage. Turned out the Bobcats had a quickness advantage as well, and boy, Indian Valley just really did not match up well with Cambridge.
No, that's for sure, and it really kind of proved itself as far as rebounds are concerned, because the Bobcats ended up with 44 rebounds total to 16. For the Indian Valley Braves. Braves only had 2 offensive putback opportunities, while the Bobcats had 9. Really didn't need very many offensive putbacks. They didn't miss much.
Dominated the game on the boards much the same way they did against the Riverview Black Bears, Bill Kogel. I'll tell you something right now. 2 games in a row that they just have looked so good off the glass and defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things about having Levi back is it really helps out as far as gaining position and just creating all that little bit of a space inside. And Levi's played a heck of a ball game and really has helped Tyler Feld out, helped Brandon Todd out. Just has added that extra dimension inside that we really needed and missed, especially in New Philly.
And all that experience. You can't replace
Absolutely.
that kind of experience as well. Let's take a quick look at some of the final statistics first for Indian Valley.
On the Indian Valley side of things, a lot of guys scored because a lot of guys got to play in the game. Kyle Myers ended up with 3 points. Marcus Emler had 3 points. Andrew Smith had 2 points. We had John McAdams with 5 points. Dallas Winrod had 3. Mark Dean had 3 points. Derek Cummings played a nice game, had 7 points. Justin Carlisle, their big scorer, only had 4 points. And Armand DiDonato ended up with the leading scorer for them with 9 points. So, DiDonato really picked up the pace as much as he possibly could for the Indian Valley Braves.
And leading scorer Justin Carlisle averaging 16 points a game. Cambridge did such a good job. They frustrated him so much. I felt that somewhere right after the beginning of the third quarter, Carlisle he just stopped shooting.
Well, it really didn't have many opportunities. Brandon did a great job as far as defenses was concerned on him, and got a lot of help when there were switches made. Everybody else had their defensive intensity up too, and I'll tell you, that's one of the things that we probably haven't talked enough about, especially these last 2 games. The Bobcats' team defense has been absolutely tremendous, and I think it really hurt the Braves tonight. They just didn't have very many that good looks.
All right, I want to thank our sponsors real quickly here. Cambridge IGA, Cambridge Savings Bank, Southeastern Med, Kogel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Scott Bennett Real Estate, Bundy Law Funeral Home, and Cambridge Physical Therapy. Without them, Bill Kogel, we could not do this.
Yeah, that's those guys are important, that's for sure.
I want to thank all our people out in the truck, Grant Halfley, Danny McPeak, Jeremy Nicholson, our camera 2-man, Amy Stillion, our camera number 1 girl. Want to thank our statistician, Diana McMahon. She does a great job for us up here, feeds us all kinds of stats while we are live on the air. All the scoring totals that you hear, they come from Diana.
Yeah, she does a good job for us, and as we stated throughout the game, she makes us look smarter than we really are.
Want to mention our next couple games tomorrow night. We'll be here, girls basketball versus Meadowbrook, and also on the 18th, Wednesday, girls versus Zanesville. Our next boys game, we've got a little gap in the home schedule here. January 3rd against Coshocton.
Yeah, they're going to be on the road for a few games, but we'll be back here when they are.
That's going to do it for us tonight, though. The final score, once again, from Cambridge High School, it was the Bobcats 71, the Indian Valley Braves 39. I want to thank you, Bill Kogel. We'll see you next time tomorrow night as the Meadowbrook Colts come in and visit the Lady Bobcats.
Thanks for watching Cambridge Boys Basketball. Cambridge Boys Basketball is sponsored all season long by IGA, Cambridge Savings Bank, Southeastern Ohio Regional Medical Center, Kogel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Scott Bennett Real Estate, Bundy Law Funeral Home, and Cambridge Physical Therapy Center. Have a great night.